Hello there viewers, Silent Service here, back with the second episode to the Russian campaign of my Rule the Waves free series. Now, we're starting today with just a quick review of some of the ships we have and realising that two of our battleships here, well most of our battleships here are of a speed that I don't like. And then realised, no, yeah, we do have these guys, the Imperator Alexander II's. Copy that, cancel, rename, paste, take off one of those. And then this is just going to be Imperator. Because it seems that this game hasn't liked naming the ships the actual names they should be. Okay. And then, oh yeah, we had these armoured cruisers that I made with 6-inch guns. 6-inch wing mounted secondaries. Twin turreted. Private shipbuilding individuals increased our dock capacity to 17,000 tons. We are obviously doing more stuff as well to increase our dock capacity on our end. Seeing as France is our ally, I will help France with their solving of the rebellion, because they're obviously our ally. We need to help them as much as we can. Yes, we should extend it. That's an interesting vessel the British have got there. Destroyers are 400 tons on the way. No one designed another protected cruiser. Well, that's designs coming off from our yards. From a British yard we get sort of these lot of designs. No, I'm not going to do another one yet. Join an international squadron to contain the violence. You know what? I'll take the Almaz class as our basis to the next developmental cruiser. 6,000 tons for 22 knots. Engine priority is still set to speed. You know what? No. Because the Almaz is sort of the design I already rejected in the auto build, so France is secured somewhere. Make sure they finish behind the host nation. Weight savings is apparent. Hold on a second. Weight savings. Could I could bring the Almaz design up to speed a little easier. Oh yeah, name needs to be changed. The Odessa class is essentially a faster Almez. Right, you're like our foreign station keeper. Hold on a second, this range line does a thing. No, so Odessa's type CL Odessa. We will lay down 4 Odessas and no more, no less. For Albion is laid down. No doubt named after Nova Albion. For those of you who are unaware of what Nova Albion is, it was an area that is nowadays like California, I think. That Sir Francis Drake landed at and claimed for the British during his circumnavigation of the globe. Can sell to anyone who wants to buy. Right, 2 more turns, then the first of our new armoured cruisers comes out. Even if it's not the namesake yet. The Odessas can be halted. Commissioned in, and there's no inherent design flaw. That's awesome. Like, if there is a design flaw, then it hasn't picked up here, and will only pick up in the middle of battle, which would be really annoying if it does so pick up in the middle of a battle, because that wouldn't do good for the men who were supposed to be sailing in those ships. Interesting battleship they got there. Okay. It's another one of our armoured cruisers. More stuff there. In Formosa, Sender Force. Spain has acted faster than us. Okay. That gives us less areas to worry about anyway. Mastering counterflooding. Okay, we need some battleships in actual active fleet, so I'm going to send to active service the Borodinos, as they are the newest of our active battleships. Okay. We shall take this new technology. It shall be helpful, hopefully. Should be a diplomatic way to solve the crisis. Okay, we resume the Odessas. Dmitry Donskoy is commissioned. Not as outdated as the in real life Dmitry Donskoy, thank God. Okay, I am setting a mobilization of our fleet. We can build up to 18,500 tons. We should for now back down. Saboteurs from Germany. Yeah. It's another war they wanted, it's another war they get. I'm just glad I activated the Russian fleet in time for this. Right, destroyers go to trade protection. Destroyers here, we can still only build 300 tonners. Good enough. And it seems though the Germans were prepared by sending pretty much their entire battleship fleet over, but hopefully France joins in. Unknown ship sighted from the very start, and I immediately know, with my luck, it's best for us to turn towards Riga. Full speed towards Riga. Independent, line ahead. Full speed towards Riga. Your guys' full speed that way towards Riga, please. That way towards Riga as well.
Hey, I'm going now.
Okay. So 80 for you. You guys that way. The pain of having so many divisions. You don't know which is doing which and where the hell each of them will be going, but one thing I do know is that one of my battleship fleets isn't going anywhere in a jiffy. Like Borodino's force isn't, because yep. And the unidentified German vessels are also cutting their way sort of towards Riga sort of area. What I think they're probably doing is going to try and cut us off. But except for this one light cruiser division here, we crossed their T, so... And now we just all entirely crossed their T. So the German fleet is a disorganized mess and the Russian fleet doesn't want to engage. Sounds about right. Right, and those that can do 16 of your force are going to go to 16 of your... Serovich, I think is how that ship name is said. Coming a little close on this side of the formation. And then go along to heading 8. Light Cruiser Division 17. You guys have misunderstood orders. Your orders are clear 077 and Cruiser Division 11 has also misunderstood orders. Heading 77. Finally, people are understanding their orders. It's obviously going to be during this time that more of our ships are getting massacred while are opening fire on enemy vessels. So it's one of those Friedrich Karls again. And then the Adalberts again. We know this class already, we've counted it a few times. The Berlin class, that is a new for the dating of it, but I've never encountered it before. Okay, so the sort of slower ships have now disengaged from the faster ones. What the hell are you doing now? Let me control you. Cannot keep up has been detached, and now you're refusing to even acknowledge the fact that you're not supposed to be under air control. Okay. Cruiser Division 13 has misunderstood orders. What is Cruiser Division 13? It's you guys. Oh, that Friedrich Karl is on a kamikaze charge. Seems. He's on fire. And the Tsarevich is again. Okay, Imperator Pavel the First. Okay, whoever the hell that captain is, he's getting fired. Okay, so the Pavel here is finished off the Friedrich Karl. It's only set as medium damage, but he's on fire, and this is well before the era of proper fire control, so firefighting, I mean. Fire control is also something that's not properly available either. But firefighting is what I meant, not fire control. Okay, on down to Riga. Now, the German Navy was smart. They would take the chance of us being in Riga to set up a blockade and minefield sort of in this small channel sort of area, where they could very easily then get rid of my entire ship force that has gone into Riga just now. Up there's Kronstadt. Oh no, one of our light cruisers has run aground. Better not be that light cruiser gone. No opposing ships in sight. No, it's only lightly damaged. And they did lose that ship, so Dondoy has finished her working up. No help to send at the moment. What? What is France making me want to call them surrender monkeys? It's oh no, it's these guys. Stuck at 14 knots once. Oh god. All coastal forces disengage. All my ships disengage. You know, those two fleets will disengage, and this one, as it consists of the brand new armoured cruisers, will take up the defensive role. Yes. Of finding out where the hell the Germans are. Okay, we didn't find them, they haven't found us or any of our targets to them, so it's going to be a marginal victory to us again. We need the help. Like, it'd be overconfident saying we can win them without their help. You're an Almaz. Okay. We have hope. No, there wouldn't be a battleship there. No, just all light cruisers. No, destroyers. 2 destroyers and a light cruiser. Which, that's 1 destroyer downed already. I am being careful of the small little torpedoes that come out of the destroyers. Also at the same time striking the Ikora. Okay, so we're reporting it at heavy damage. %6 damage, yeah, we're fine. We're doing fine. The Germans, on the other hand, Look at him. Look at him running with a tail between his legs. Oh, that's more. It's more German ships. It's more German destroyers. All of them see their friend running. It's like, hey, what's going? Run! Run! Literally, we've got a Russian light cruiser following us. Yes to all. Yes. Victory is ours because we sunk 2 ships, heavily damaged another, and had merchantmen survive, so good job us. Longer gun barrels and they're blockading us. Damn it, we need Russia. No, not Russia, France. We need the French to get over here and help. Okay, all of you are 18 knots. Or more. 18 or less. Light cruisers does more. Okay, run you independent line abreast, please. You go through and I will go and search for merchants, because knowing the type of mission, there is usually a merchant or two that is hanging around. Are you all Borodinos? Yes, you are all Borodino class, which means that you can move up in speed. So we had the light cruisers here, heading off to chase other things. Poltava, Borodino and Petropavlovsk will begin making their way down, and goal of this operation, sink 2 ships and then slink off back to nearest convenient Russian port. These light cruisers are just going to do the slink off to the nearest convenient Russian port right from the start, and then you guys are going to move up in a sort of a way to try and corner off this Victoria Louise and get it pummeled into submission. You know, yeah. My battleships fight their battleships with guns, so we're up against these things. Ho ho ho. We're up against ships that can't really do much if we come from behind, but then behind is covered by destroyers. Is this the disorganized split because someone hasn't... No, it's the disorganized split because someone's rudder has been destroyed. Right, they're most likely going down by this point. Okay, you guys have been damaged by something. I'm going to say that you've done your duty here. Time to leave. If we get another ship sunk, then positive, but yeah, I would say on second thought, at least for you, because you guys are in desperate need of assistance. Getting back to a port and living. You guys are in the getting into a port and living as well. Ports of light damage from 2 of those guys. What are my guys? Poltava 8, 4, 0. Okay. Yes. To all who decide that they want to enter a port of ours. Well, of our side, that is. Oh, frick. They're using night. They're using the night now. They're gonna... Right. I'm gonna get away with Poltava. Oh, we were lucky we didn't get torps there. Uh-oh. Right. this battle is over. Let's get out of here. While we still have the chance to live our lives. No opposing ships in sight of each other. Victory is ours because we only had 2 light damaged battleships, 1 undamaged, 2 medium damaged, 2 heavy damaged armored cruisers. For them, losing a battleship, having 3 lightly damaged, a light damaged armored cruiser and a damaged destroyer. Give him safe passage. Anything we can do to cause problems to the Germans would be much appreciated. Germany declines. Does that mean they don't have a decent blockading force? So we were in need of an ally, and then immediately both France and Italy join in on the fun. Right, you lot disengage. You lot heading to Hango. We're acting as if we just finished training stuff, and so we're not actually going to do anything. I need to get more coastal batteries. Thinking about it. Having loads of coastal batteries, especially at the Baltic States area, and well, mainly like here as well, like Lithuania, I think it is these days. Where's that Estonia? I don't know. I find it hilarious. We're still being blockaded. I bet you they're going to... No. Didn't decline it. Raid on enemy coastal shipping. It's going to be helpful then. These are all our light cruisers, all Almaz class. I think, anyway. You're all my battleships. And what the French brought along was a destroyer squadron and one of their relics. No, I mean floating hotels. It's still not the time to call them relics because there's still something that's relevant in this era. They're only relics once dreadnoughts become a thing. Because the dreadnoughts dread nothing at all. Wittelsbach, it's essentially a rerun of the one of the class we ran into last time, so they can't do anything to us as long as we're facing, as long as they're pointing their stern to us. Which they currently are doing. They're currently pointing the stern to us, so of course they're gonna have problems. You idiot. Those light cruisers again misunderstood orders. Yeah, you guys do your torpedoes. Oleg, Wittelsbach. Go. No solution on any of your tubes. Light damage. I don't think that's light damage, Sunshine. I think that's more she's going down. Let's bring along the superior Russian battleships to help. They're trying their best. Here's me saying I didn't want people stuck in a quirky land trap, and look immediately what Thingy gets herself stuck in. Almaz gets herself stuck in a funny land trap thing. There we go. Okay, get the Frenchmen something to do. Are we done? We're done. We win. Battle of the Southern Baltic is a win for us. Everyone not on forward station is on trade protection now. We are unblockaded. We will take both areas available under that treaty. We'll reserve everyone not on foreign station duty. And then we wait until the other stuff comes out now. France has got new vessel commissionings, that's great. I have to halt the Odessas again. Cochrane is that design in this reality. Oh god, I did not mean select accelerate, I meant select resume. And next, Battleship Imperator gets commissioned. She's the first of her class. And no flaws. That's great. Well, she's the first of the Imperator Alexander, the second class Imperator is. Okay. So ship design wise, we can get enough battleship, but we've got a new battleship on the way already. Armor cruiser? Okay, we don't have the ability to do that. Low freeboard. Who the hell set that to a low freeboard? That was the AI building the ship itself. Right. 5-inch casemate guns. Some monarch or What would it give us for a light cruiser? Gives us sort of Aurora-like design. If I go with this, it'll be okay, ship can't be designated as anything yet. I say we've got a good ship. Which the Odessas are overweight. At least they can get the speed. Central firing. Those light cruisers are going to need changing up a slight bit. Six of them get laid down. Okay, I'm going to assign the ships there to the 14 knot ships to a division. Type, it's a battleship division, and this is the 14 knot. Div 14KN. 14KN is the abbreviation for the division. Assigned to Division 14KN. And I'm going to assign a commander there to that division. The Borodinos are going to be in their own division. Type battleship. Main line. Main div 1. Main div 1. PRD1 is sort of the identification that it is pre-dreadnoughts. Division, assign ships to division, main div 1. And then there's going to be a commander assigned to it who is brilliant, then you are about main div 2 PRED2. PRED2 is the abbreviation, and then you guys get assigned to that. Division assigned. And then you get assigned above average and aggressive commander, and then final battle division. Retirement home. P. This is PRED3, which gets the three oldest, the four oldest ships that aren't already assigned to a division. Right, assigned those guys. Yeah, we're coming close though to the time where we need to modernize. So these guys are going to be the first ones to go in for their complete overhaul. And then I'm realizing something annoying here. I can't refit them yet. I can't refit these guys yet. So, part of division PRED3 is being mothballed. These two, can I rebuild you guys easily? In a local yard, replace machineries. No. Retirement home division. You guys are all useless to us now. Dissolve retirement home division. Right, the retirement homes were a bust. 14. Knotters, no. They're not as bad of a bust yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep 14 knots. Central rangefinder. That gets reduced down to 5-inch. I keep the Victorian era towers because it's what you built with yeah, you get cut down to 11-inch as well. No, open design for rebuild is what is actually being done to you guys. Before you get replacement engines, you get new stuff there. That it? Yeah, you're stuck with 7-inch on a hull that doesn't want to do 7-inch. But if you're stuck with that as that's your design stuff. And then these guys, how those 8-inch ones. Well, alright. So you could be rebuilt into a caliber I don't want for these to get better guns. Or six-inch, take you off your sponsons. Four-inch, new rangefinders. Your machinery gets replacemented. Okay. Shanghai is now under Japanese occupation. Shockingly enough, the battleships are the cheap, one of the cheaper things here. Still, I'm gonna have to halt a lot of the stuff just so that I can halt the new builds as well. Our security agreement with Italy has expired. Yeah, it was only just a war agreement, so. Make the aged national hero. Let's start building up more dock size. More stuff on the Cochrane again. Of the Black Prince class. All destroyers as you're not being used. reserve fleet. Except for you two. Heavy secondary battery we got off the British. Warrior, it's another Black Prince class. Some of our older ships, because they're the only things we could send. Literally, our entire navy is needing rebuild, and I'm trying to rebuild them, but also I'm trying to get new ships out. Okay. Good while it lasted, but our interests have diverged. I need that to go up. Okay, so 3 of the Dianas are completed. Reconstruction. All of you guys can carry on there. And then one of you guys as well goes into there. You guys. Yeah, if that's only concern, then we go and we get you guys rebuilt. Well, off to rebuilding, but then you all get halted until more of the other guys get done. We all die, die, die tonight, sanctified with dynamite, die, die, dynamite. Oh god, I got sanctified dynamite stuck in my head again. Skyrim viewers who've seen my Skyrim stuff would know that normally when playing Skyrim it for some reason comes in my head, but wireless. That is awesome. For some reason the cost of rebuilding those stuff has gone up. It's one of the battleships out, and then it's one of the cruisers. Back our ally unconditionally. 500-ton destroyers. New docks completed. Okay. Project de Grasse. Better 12-inch guns. This is why I wanted to have built ships with 13s. No, not another Dogger Bank. You know, you guys, you two are not being offered a rebuild. You're instead being offered the scrapyards instead. These guys get offered a rebuild. Oh god, I hate these guys. We got a bunch of newer cruisers anyway. Goodbye. Zemchugs I know as well are under the same boat as those guys, so what are you? Right, this guy rebuild fire control. Fire control engines up and not. Yep. Yep. Go. 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 That is the most major concerned obsolete vessels having restorative work done to them. Okay, that's a French thing. More medium than it becomes a tie. Early coastal subs. Well, don't mind if I do. hydraulic riveting. Okay. Another turn, another ship that finishes construction. Spiraled out of control. Typical. I blame our foreign minister for that. Okay, buy on. Mogami, currently under construction. Isn't a Mogami class that's that's a armoured cruiser, not a Mogami class. Where's the inefficient battle turret layout? It's no doubt the meddling of Japan. There you go to scrap. Could I design maybe with Great Britain a dreadnought? No, local yards. Could I design a dreadnought? Like, it's sort of going to be like one of those main wing turret ones. Like, they said they were working on it. Did they? Yeah, they certainly said working on it. You already had something from Mogami. Side drones and face hardening. Trouble reaching her design. 23 knots. Still faster than the others. Yeah, it's still faster than the others, so I will be fine. I'll do fine without it. Here's one you don't compromise. That's the statement I made there is quoting Duran Duran lyrics, actually. From Notorious. Oh, no, Notorious. read about it. Burns the skin from your eyes. I'll do fine without it. Here's one you don't compromise. Lies go hard in disguise. Letting me to find it out, not wild about it. Pay your seed judgments. Who says they're part of our lives? You own the money, you control the witness. I'll leave you lonely, and I'll mock you with your business. You pay the profits to justify your reasons. I heard your promise, but I don't believe it, that's why I did it again. No, notorious. Girls would keep the secrets, so long the boys making noise. Fools run rings to break up something they'll never destroy. Sorry, I went a bit too far with Notorious right there. Okay, it gives the Monarchs a little extra time to while the others a little extra time to complete and budget to be a little more stable for us. Unassigned, below average, aggressive. Have him dismissed and then trialed for murder. Seeing as he did murder one of our esteemed officers. Cold blood. Get them to protest against it, please. Thank you for more cash. Well, more dock size. Hush it up. Vladimir Monomax, 4 of them, sort of overgunned machines that are going to be our stopgap between dreadnoughts and pre-dreadnoughts. Demand the guilty be brought to justice. USA, can you give us a dreadnought design? You can give us a pre-dreadnought dread. Okay, I will decline from asking you again for a dreadnought design for now. Of course, 20 destroyers in how many turns? 5 turns. Okay. We got large destroyer size anyway, so I can... can cover that nicely. Go, go. He wants 20 of them, so... I'm going to deny involvement. Japan, deny involvement. Both cases. 12, then... Another 8. There. And it's given me some of my old Italian designs that's available to build as well. That's, okay. Central firing. The monarchs could have waited. Okay, the Almes needs a rebuild. Okay. Machinery replacement. Machinery replacement, slight speed increase. Central firing. You're good to go, Monomarch. Almes, I mean, God, Monomarch's the ones that we have under construction, not. Right. 2 ships finished working up. Seeing as I don't see sort of combat happening for a while. Prove international understanding, preheater, diving planes that are better for my ships. Should have nothing to worry about. I'm gonna have to hold something. I'm gonna hold the Almazes as Vladimir Monomarchs are top priority right now. No, they can't give me a dreadnought yet. Better 11-inch guns. I'm gonna send the Borodinos, the PRD-1, Division PRD-1 into their rebuild. So their rebuild is essentially less turrets, more speed. More speed and some range-finding gear. Oh, yeah. Then all our corvettes are in trouble as well. They're in trouble, trouble, trouble. More setbacks in finding main wing turrets. Right, hold the Boros for another 2 turns. 2 turns. The Dinos can wait. USA and Austria-Hungary of alliance. Weight control. I'm thinking it might have been quicker if I had outsourced the Borodinos rebuild, but outsourced to who? Like, no one's in a good enough outside the Americans. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but Approved turret design. And then Great Britain isn't so much wanting us having our heads wanting our heads on a platter. Let's see if they can give us a dreadnought. No, they can't give us a dreadnought. Oh well. It's worth seeing. They could or not. 2 cruisers finish their reconstructions. I'll send the incompetent Rear Admiral. Oh, you incompetent fool. You're going to Peru. We'll never see you again. Understanding steam turbines. Okay. They'll probably be incorporated in rebuilds. Maybe alongside overfiring. War was broken up between France and Spain. We could, if we want to now, design a dreadnought. It would sort of be like the German ones. I'm thinking if we design a dreadnought, I'll base it off the Monomark. Open design. 11-inch. (12-inch). Lower the speed down to 21 knots. Armor is not going to be that low. 27,000 tons. Engine priority normal is okay. (8-inch) to 5-inch. 3-inch is okay there. I want 12-inch. I want 12-inch. (20 knots). Vladimir Monomark is not going to be the name chosen. It is going to be for a battleship. Suvorov. Right. That important deed done. Central firing. Because the Monomarks weren't given that, and you can be given that, so you'll be given that. Oh, turbines! How could I forget turbines? There we go. Go. Suvorov 4 turns. I've designed that mental. Thank you, America. It's one of the few times I'm actually going to be saying that. Although I'm going to need to have cash on me to do the redesign. Do you need to ask? Beating the army is a top priority. But yeah, redesign with the better 12s, thanks to the Americans. Handle it quietly and discreetly. And we got a lot more saving than I thought we had. Okay. Up the rounds per gun. Stuff for Suvorov will take an extra turn, but then that means the Borodino rebuilds will be mostly completed by this point. Mechanical shell handling. Suvorov. There goes my budget. Poltava is completed her rebuild. We only get torpedo protection after the Suvorovs are laid down. Only 2 Suvorovs are being completed. I'm opening the design. And then Lefort is going to be a design in variation with actual torpedo protection. No, let them handle their own troubles. Okay, three of the Lefort class are laid down, although none are actually commissioned. None are actually going to be carrying on construction yet for a while. They're not even going to be in for a while in the first place. Monmouth class battlecruiser. Small 2 boilers, destroyer screen. Okay. Strong navy is a guarantee of peace, but must be mixed with diplomacy. Okay, and Lefort will send some of the older ships to up our budget a bit. Yeah. We know about the Monmouths, thank you very much. Arcelia Buyer. Yeah, take an extra turn. Right, the General Admiral whatever is going to be commissioned first. She's the first of the Monomercs commissioned, and the Monomercs have no like hidden flaws. AH is green with us, we're going to be fine. Only Arcelia Buyer is needed to weight of her group. Shall not enter such a course of action, and we'll make a design of a battle cruiser. Isamaral are essentially us copying the British ones. Northeast Asia. Tsar Nicholas II, because it's still him by this point. I would like to inform you that we cannot actually send ships over there. Just yet. The Ismail battle cruisers will have 4 members. And I'm going to accelerate the Subarus. Of course, Britain get the first Dreadnought. It's Britain, of course, they're going to get the first Dreadnought whenever they can. Okay, we get another battle cruiser. Oh, come on, Nicholas II, don't do this to us. Okay, 2 more turns, then we can bring it down the Alexander into only gonna have the room to lay down one. It's not even given a name. It should have IMPER ATR LEKCNTRII. So we'll have 1, 2, and 3 in service with us. Right, that and Niveran will get halted. Horsepower requirements are lessened. I want that guy resumed though, because he's gonna be many turns away. Let's avoid a war, but do pad. Right, we hold the Leforts. The remaining Leforts until Suvorov and her sister ship come out. And her sister ship Singular come out. And I will resume Niveran under an accelerated scheduling. Mixed with strong diplomacy. Wait 2 turns, we'll get our first dreadnought, and then it'll be the end of the episode. Or maybe, yeah. Do we even need to ask? 13-inch guns. Okay, Suvorov is sound to be overweight. We have A and B turrets now. Right, let's get the Petar-Veliki out. Petar-Veliki. Veliki. Okay. That's the end of the episode, viewers. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope to see you all again. Silent Service, go silent.